Shalom. How you guys doing today? So, welcome to the Testament of Naphtali. Thanks everybody for joining in. And so we just got done with the Testament of Dan a few moments ago. So this is going to be our middle one today, Naphtali. So I do 3 a week up until, well, next week's going to be when I'm finished with all 12. Then, I don't know, I haven't decided what I'm going to read yet after that. You guys have any suggestions, just let me know. So, check the chat before we start. Shalom, shalom. Welcome, welcome. So, alright, we shall begin here with the, we'll jump right into it, sorry. Testament of Nephtali. Nephtali, the 8th son of Jacob and Bilhah, the runner. A lesson in physiology. The copy of the Testament of Nephtali, which he ordained at the time of his death, in the 113th year of his life, when his sons were gathered together in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, while still in good health, excuse me, he made them a feast of food and wine. And after he was awake in the morning, he said to them, I am dying. And they believed him not. As he glorified Yahweh, he grew strong, and said that after yesterday's feast he should die. He began then to say, Hear, my children, ye sons of Naphtali, hear the words of your father. I was born from Bilhah, and because Rachel dealt craftily, and gave Bilhah in place of herself to Jacob, and she conceived, and bare me upon Rachel's knees. Therefore she called my name Nephtali. For Rachel loved me very much, because I was born upon her lap. And when I was still young, she was wont to kiss me. I think that's a mistype there again. When I was still young, she was wont to kiss me, and say, May I have a brother of thine, from my own womb, like unto thee? Whence also Joseph was like unto me in all things, according to the prayers of Rachel. Now my mother was Bilhah, daughter of Rothius, the brother of Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, who was born on one and the self same day with Rachel. And Rothius was of the family of Abraham, a Chaldean, God-fearing, freeborn, and noble. And he was taken captive, and was bought by Laban. And he gave him Eunah, his handmaiden, to wife. And she bore a daughter, and called her name Zilpah, after the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. And next she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter hastens after what is new, for immediately that she was born, she seized the breast and hastened to suck it. And I was swift on my feet like the deer, and my father Jacob appointed me for all messages. And as a deer did he give me his blessing. For as the potter knoweth the vessel, how much is it to contain, and brighten clay accordingly, so also doeth Yahweh make the body after the likeness of the Spirit, and according to the capacity of the body doth he implant the Spirit. And one does not fall short of the other by a third part of hair, for by weight and measure and rule was all creation made. And as the potter knoweth the use of each vessel, what it is met for, so also doeth Yahweh know the body, how far it will persist in goodness, and when it beginneth in evil. For there is no inclination or thought which Yah knoweth not. For he created every man after his own image. For as a man's strength, so also in his work; as his eye, so also in his sleep; as his soul, so also in his word, either in the law of Yah or in the law of Belar. And as there is a division between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, so also is there a division between man and man, and between woman and woman. And it is not to be said that the one is like the other, either in face or in mind. For Yah made all things good in their order, 5 senses in the head, and he joined on the neck to the head, adding to it the hair also for comeliness and glory, then the heart for understanding, the belly for excrement, and the stomach for grinding, the windpipe for taking in breath, and the liver for wrath, and the gall for bitterness, and the spleen for laughter, and the reins for prudence, and the muscles of the loins for power, and the lungs for drawing in, and the loins for strength, and so forth. So then, my children, let all your works be done in order, with good intent, and in the fear of Yah, and do nothing disorderly, in scorn, or out of its due season. For if thou bid the eye to hear, it cannot. So neither while ye are in darkness can ye do the works of light. Be ye, therefore, not eager to corrupt your doings through covetousness, or with vain words to beguile your souls. Because if ye keep silence in purity of heart, ye shall understand how to hold fast the will of Yah, and how to cast away the will of Beliar. Sun and moon and stars change not their order, so do ye also change not the law of Yah in the disorderness of your doings. The nations went astray and forsook Yah, and changed their order, and obeyed stocks and stones, and spirits of deceit. But ye shall not be so, my children, recognizing in the firmament, in the earth, and in the sea, and in all created things, Yahweh, who made all things, that ye become not as Sodom, which changed the order of nature. In like manner, the watchers, the fallen angels, also changed their order of nature, when whom Yah cursed at the flood. On those account he made the earth without inhabitants and fruitless. The watchers are the ones that came down, mated with the women, and created the Nephilim giants. These things I say unto you, my children, for I have read in the writing of Enoch, once again mention of Enoch, that ye yourselves also shall depart from Yah, walking according to all the lawlessness of the nations. And ye shall do according to all the wickedness of Sodom. And Yah shall bring captivity upon you, and there shall you serve your enemies, and you shall be bowed down with every affliction and tribulation, until Yahweh have consumed you all. And after ye have become diminished and made few, you return and acknowledge Yahweh, your Elohim, and he shall bring you back into your land, according to his abundant mercy. And it shall be, that after they come into the land of their fathers, they shall again forget Yahweh, and become ungodly. And Yah shall scatter them upon the face of all the earth, until the compassion of Yahweh shall come. A man working in righteousness, and working mercy unto all of them that are afar off, and to them that are near. So, hold on just a moment. Yeah, so, once again, he's talking about, well, he's talked about a lot of things here. He mentions the firmament, he mentions the book of Enoch, you know, he mentions a few things. Hello, Sandy Jordan, shalom. So, yeah. All these books together, you read them all together, it's actually in one book. I just kind of broke them up into chapters to make it easier to separate and read for everybody, or listen, whatever you prefer. They're all pretty amazing. I got mine. I read mine from the Sefer copy. You can order any copy you like. My collection is actually right here. This whole, let me see, this whole section. There's my shelf right back here. I'm still getting more every day. Eventually, my goal is to read everything I have on here, put it in chapters, make it easy. Thinking on reading maybe the Hallelujah scriptures next. It's one of my favorite copies, actually. I would check it out, honestly. If you don't know about it or haven't gotten a copy, they're free. It takes a couple weeks to get to you, but I mean, they're free. They have the restored names. It's my favorite version. Anyway, check the chat here one more time. Alright. So, let's get right back into it. Chapter 2 here. He makes a plea for orderly living, notable for their eternal wisdom, are verses 27 through 40. For in their 40th year of my life, I saw a vision on the Mount of Olives, on the east of Jerusalem, that the sun and the moon were standing still. And behold, Isaac, the father of my father, said to us, Run, and lay a hold of them, each one according to his strength. And to him that seizeth them will the sun and moon belong. And we all of us ran together, and Levi laid hold of the sun, and Judah outstripped the others, and seized the moon. And they were both of them lifted up with them. And when Levi became as a son, lo, a certain young man gave to him 12 branches of a palm. And Judah was as bright as the moon, and under their feet were 12 rays. And the two, Levi and Judah, ran, and laid a hold of them. And lo, a bull upon the earth, with 2 great horns, and an eagle's wings upon its back. And we wished to seize him, but we could not. But Joseph came and seized him, and ascended up with him on high. And I saw, for I was there, and behold, a holy writing appeared to us, saying, Assyrians, Medes, Persians, Chaldeans, Syrians shall possess in captivity the 12 tribes of Israel. And again, after 7 days, I saw our father Jacob standing by the sea of Jamnia, and we were with him. And behold, there came a ship sailing by, without sailors or a pilot. And there was written upon the ship of Jacob. And our father said to us, Come, let us embark on our ship. And when he had gone aboard, there arose a vehement storm, and a mighty tempest of wind, and our father, who was holding the helm, departed from us. And we, being tossed with the tempest, were borne along over the sea, and the ship was filled with water, and was pounded by mighty waves, until it was broken up. And Joseph fled away upon a little boat, and we were all divided upon 9 planks, And Levi and Judah were together. We were all scattered to the ends of the earth. Then Levi, girt about with sackcloth, prayed for us all unto Yahweh. And when the storm ceased, the ships reached the land, as it were in peace. And lo, our father came, and we all rejoiced with one accord. These two dreams I told to my father, and he said to me, these things must be fulfilled in their season. After that, Israel had endured many things. Then my father said unto me, I believe Yah, that Joseph liveth, for I see always that Yahweh numbereth him with you. And he said, weeping, Ah me, my son Joseph, thou livest, though I behold thee not, and thou seest not Jacob, that begat thee. He caused me also, therefore, to weep by these words, and I burned in my heart to declare that Joseph had been sold. But I feared my brethren. And lo, my children, I have shown unto you the last times, how everything shall come to pass in Israel. Do ye also, therefore, charge your children, that they be united unto Levi and Judah. For through them shall salvation arise unto Israel, and in them shall Jacob be blessed. For throughout their tribes shall Yah appear, dwelling among men on earth, to save the race of Israel, and to gather together the righteousness from among the nations. If ye work that which is good, my children, both men and angels shall bless you, and Yahweh shall be glorified among the nations through you. And the devil shall flee from you, and the wild beasts shall fear you, and Yahweh shall love you, and the angels shall cleave to you. Excuse me. As a man who has trained a child well is kept in kindly remembrance, so also for good work there is a good remembrance before God, Yahweh. But him that doeth not that which is good, both angels and men shall curse, and Yah shall be dishonored among the nations through him, and the devil shall make him as his own peculiar instrument. And every wild beast shall master him, and Yah shall hate him. For the commandments of the Torah are twofold, and through prudence they must be fulfilled, which is what Messiah did. For there is a reason for a man to embrace his wife, and a season to abstain therefrom for his prayer. So then, there are two commandments, and unless they be done in due order, they bring very great sin upon men. And he's talking about love Yah with all your heart, and love your neighbor, because the rest of all the commandments and the law fall under those two. So also it is with the other commandments. Oh, well, see, there it is. But be ye therefore wise in Yah, my children, and prudent, understanding the order of his commandments, and the laws of his every word, that Yahweh may love you. And when he had charged them with many such words, he exhorted them that they should remove his bones to Hebron, and that they should bury him with his fathers. And when he had eaten and drunken with a merry heart, he covered his face and died. And his sons did according to all that Nephtali their father had commanded them. There's Gad next there. Yep, if you didn't notice, Gad's next. Yeah, all three of these ones here are pretty short. Hallelujah Scriptures is my favorite as well, Sandy. But, yeah, these are only like 15-20 minute reads a piece here, but, they got a lot in them for only a short read. you can read them over and over and even get more information out of them. I try to explain a little bit here and there. I don't want to like, overwhelm anybody or anything like that. But yeah, and this is it for Naphtali here. So we're gonna be doing Gad next. If you can go on to again my homepage of my YouTube here, and the video should already be up there. If you give me about like 5-10 minutes or so here, I'm gonna jump right up on over there. Just gotta get a couple things set up first. If there's no questions or anything, I think that's gonna be it for Gad. No, excuse me, Nephtali. My apologies. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Yah willing, I do these every Monday at the same time. It's 4 p.m. my time. Wherever you're at, I'm not sure. So whatever that time may be. Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump on over to Gad here. I'll catch you guys over there. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys closing in. It takes a lot to make these. And it takes time and effort and energy. Being a single father gets tough with all of that. Y'all willing, I do them every Monday. We'll see you in a bit.